Joe, I have to say that I'm really liking these leopard pit vipers that you're wearing right now.
Oh, thanks, Cal. Thanks.
I feel like if there's anyone who can pull off leopard printed pit viper sunglasses, it's you.
You know what, Calvin? I'm going to go ahead and say that you're correct, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, I am JoelCupcake, one half of Pex Pals.
And I'm Calvin, the other half of Pex Pals. Pex Pals, the only Apex Legends podcast for the mediocre gamer. Thank you for tuning in. This is episode 21. Be sure to check us out wherever you get your podcasts, Apple, Spotify, yada, yada, yada. Check us out on YouTube. Even go to pexpals.com, our very own website. If you want to reach out to us, check us out at CowVan on Twitch, on Twitter, other places, TikTok. Check out JoelCupcake everywhere.
Everywhere. Worldwide.
If you want to email us at pexpalspodcast at gmail.com and ask us any questions. Be like, Calvin, why are your teeth so white? Because I brushed my teeth. God damn it. This episode, we're going to talk about just our continued impressions on season 10. There's some updates that just went out today.
Two freaking day. And
a lot of things, a lot of talk around the bullpen,
the hollow table,
the water fountain station. The biggest thing,
there's a lot of rumors going around the party yacht. I think that's what you're trying to say.
I like that. Around the party yacht. I like that.
But hold on, Calvin. Before we get started, everyone, we always do this at the end. If you're listening, do Calvin and I the world's most solid favor. Pull out your little phony phones, which you're probably listening on. Yeah. Open up Instagram.com.
Yeah.
Pex Pals Podcast.
Yes.
And on TikTok, we're Pex Pals. Give us a follow. I got great content. We got memes coming your way this week. Yeah. We have a very sad friend who is almost level 500 and doesn't have his heirloom. So he's been sending me sad Apex memes. Ender, I love you. I know you listen to the show. I like how you laugh after I say who it is.
Well, I didn't know who it was. I was like, who is it? It's Ender. Okay, laugh.
Yeah. Yes. So follow us on socials. But Calvin,
yes.
What are we diving into today? My brother from another mother.
There's a lot of things that I kind of just want to shoot through, but I want to say the biggest thing that I've been seeing everywhere on Reddit, on TikTok, on Twitter, on Instagram, seeing it everywhere.
You've been seeing it
worldwide. I've been seeing it worldwide. I beat you to it.
Thank you.
And the biggest thing that I'm seeing right now is everyone's. I don't want to say, I don't know the right word, but everyone's frustration with the recent influx of Call of Duty players. For those of you who don't know, these last 2 weeks, the large portion of the Call of Duty community has switched over to Apex, and I don't want to say permanently, but quite a lot, and still active in the Apex community. Most notably, high popular streamers like Tim the Tapman and Nick Merckx, who are hardcore Call of Duty streamers, also played Apex for like a week and a half. It was crazy. The numbers in Apex were huge on Twitch.
On that note, Calvin, I feel a lot better about my gameplay lately because Nick Merckx spent like 3 days straight trying to solo queue out of plat and couldn't do it.
Oh my god!
So poor guy, he's seeing the frustrations.
Yeah.
Apex Twitter. Telling Tim the Tapman he's doing great, sweetie. You know what I mean? Like,
it's funny. It's funny because when I talk to my friends who are COD stans, and I'm an Apex stan, I'm like, Apex is I've always said this. Apex is a better game. It just plays better. It's just a better game. Call of Duty, it just doesn't feel right. Something's wrong with it. And they're like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no. It's easy to get kills in COD. It's so easy to get kills in COD. And then, and it felt really good to get the affirmation from all these, full-time gamers, full-time streamers coming to Apex and be like, Apex is hard, because it is.
It is.
Apex is a hard game. Like, I'm not trying to build myself up because it's the game that I play, or anybody who listens to this.
Yeah.
But fundamentally, It's a harder game than Call of Duty. Call of Duty, you can wreck you can wreck any dude, no matter where they are at any point of the map, with one clip. Yeah. You can do it. Even if you miss shots, you can still do it. Apex, you can't do that.
Well, I've played a lot of competitive games in the last 5 years, like where I've got into whatever the ranked mode may be or whatever. You know what I mean? And like, none of them are as rewarding as Apex, period. Like, right. If we go on the newer spectrum, trying to play like COD competitively or a game like Rogue Company or something like that, where they actually have like a ranked mode, not the same feeling. We can even go back in time. Halo was the first game to ever implement any sort of multiplayer ranking system, at least on the console. I could be wrong about that on PC. Warhammer might have beat them to it. I don't remember.
Okay.
But Warhammer is like such a niche, like who even remembers that,
Right, exactly.
And it's so fucking rewarding when you get that dub, that sweet, dude, like that's the dragon I'll always fucking chase.
No, it's true though, man. Like, there's something about Apex. I don't know, like, I feel like Call of Duty is just like, I don't know. I've gotten Call of Duty dubs.
It's Call of Booty, you mean?
Call of Booty. I've gotten Call of Duty dubs. I've gotten solo Call of Duty dubs. You know what I mean? Like, I can, if I took the time, I can be good in Call of Duty. I'm sure everybody can. I mean, that's the point of it, right? Yeah. Call of Duty is the everybody's game. It's the everybody's game, and so a lot of frustrations have been going on in the Apex community of seasoned veterans with seeing new players come over, just like, man, these Call of Duty players suck, or like I hate getting Call of Duty teammates or whatever.
Well, what I've noticed a lot is, as you said earlier, we're for mediocre gamers, and we are mediocre gamers. And me being a mediocre gamer, sometimes I push away from the team. Sometimes I get a little thirsty, or sometimes I see that perp shield, that sweet, sweet perp, baby. And what I've been finding lately is you can tell some of these J-Brons, that's short for jabroni, for those of you that might not understand the fucking shit that comes out of my mouth, which is probably most of you. The J-Brons that break me, and then they'll leave their team and solo push me. I mean, dude, I played for hours yesterday. I took kind of like I worked kind of like a half day, played a lot of Apex in prep for our episode today. And like, oh man, the amount of times like I would watch a team we'd engage a team, the dude would solo push me, my teammates would kill his teammate. You know what I mean? Or like his teammates would get pushed by a full stack. Yeah. And then my teammates would just circle around and get my fucking banner. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like, that's only been the last couple weeks, man. Like there's that, there's like, you get, I mean, there's always been toxic teammates, but it's definitely increased. That's, I consider that a for sure sign of Call of Duty. And then also like, I'm doing a lot of shit where I'm getting to final rings, and Calvin, I think this even happened when you and I were playing a couple days ago. You can tell these fucking teams are not communicating. Right. You can just tell, or like maybe there's someone new to the game, or like you can tell when someone's taking too long to loot. Like there's been some real sweet Kraber shots I'm seeing on the Twitter feed from a lot of homies. Right. Because people are just looting, and the PC players don't realize you can wiggle and loot. And the console players are just not. I mean, I'm still kind of slow sometimes. I'll admit that. Sorry, Waffle, if you listen to this.
It's funny too because like I'm level 500. I'm a platinum diamond level player, and every time I go into like I have a positive KD, you know what I mean? And every time I play a matchmaking game, I'm getting teamed with people who have less than 100 levels in the game, and I know it's because matchmaking's all fucked up because of this recent increase in players. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you get all these people who are at low levels, so they're playing with low levels, and then you get good KDs. Right, because you're playing with other people who are new to the game, and they're getting paired with people like me who've been playing the game consistently for quite a while now.
Which shouldn't be happening, but
which shouldn't be happening. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of increase. One of the biggest things that I saw was the if you Google search terms, someone Google searched Apex hacks, and ever since the these last 2 weeks, Apex hacks has like been like exploding in searches on Google because these Call of Duty players are trying to come over to Apex and hack the game. I even saw
because we don't have a meta, dude, which is one of the things I love about Apex.
Yeah, and someone also said that Apex should have a gulag. So for those of you who don't know, for those of you people who have actually
been fortunate, dude.
Yeah, for those of you who have actually been fortunate enough to never play Call of Duty Warzone, in Call of Duty Warzone, if you get full killed, you get sent to a place called a gulag, and then you get put into a one-on-one fight with a random weapon with someone else who was killed around the same time as you. And then if you win that fight, you get redeployed back to the game. But you can also get bought back into the game at any point by your teammates after your gulag expires. So you can get bought back permanently until the game says that buybacks are no longer possible. You get one chance in the gulag. And so a Call of Duty streamer said that Apex should have a gulag type thing going on. And obviously, Apex players are like, no, that's stupid.
The only time I would ever see that being plausible is if like this rumored, 20 or 40 on 40, whatever it is, like team deathmatch mode that everyone keeps saying is coming in Apex. I mean, I don't know if we'll ever see that day. I don't think so either. But that's the only time I even see that being appropriate. Like the way the game is, you can't just be a sweaty asshole all the time. Sorry, Call of Duty players. Like the way the game is designed is like you stick as a team, you work as a team, you get your kills, you got to get your revives, you got to get in there and get your tags. You got to do it. I mean, I've seen a lot of the complaints too. I get it. I think sometimes it's funny. People trying to draw parallels between the two. And it's like, dude, in Call of Duty, every update, there's a new meta and everyone uses the same gun. Now, right now, there's a lot of people using the L-Star.
There's a lot of people using LMGs right now, yes.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people. I rage quit ranked arenas last night, CowVan, because the whole team spawned in with wingmans.
Oh, yeah.
That was...
See, but like, that's a good point, though, because right now, there is a growing meta for LMGs, right? The L-Star and the Rampage specifically, because they're just ripping people. But people still use the 301, the Wingman, the 99, the Hemlock, or, they're still using all the guns and all the previous quote unquote meta guns. So even though we've adapted this new or adopted this new LMG meta, people are still using the tried and true weapons. Whereas Call of Duty, it's like if you don't use the brand new meta weapon, you may as well not be playing.
Correct. And you'll more than likely get shit talked to you as well.
Oh, for sure.
Teammates.
Oh, for sure.
What I always hated. I mean, dude, I played that game for a couple seasons, and I used some weapons that I was comfortable with being on a console, playing against PC players. And I found a couple guns that I was like, man, these hit hard. And then, I uninstall the game, season 3 rolls around, and I'm seeing all these videos on these guns that I was using, and it's like, oh, well, you wait till the streamer says it's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody that's been to our show before, we don't like the hive mind.
No.
So if you're only using a gun because a streamer told you to, or you saw a streamer doing it, like Call of Duty has something unique in the fucking firing range where there's nothing that shoots back at you. I'm sorry. Apex does. Call of Duty does not have that.
Right.
I am tripping over my words already. Hasn't even been 20 minutes.
Son of a bitch.
But go into the fire range, people. Take an hour. An hour. If you want a way to practice your aim and check out some good guns, CowVan has a great routine that he does. CowVan, maybe we should make a separate YouTube video about that one of these days.
Sure.
Off the top of my head, best one to go watch is probably Nice Wig. He has one where he breaks down some cool controller settings if you're on controller, and he goes over like some recoil patterns and some of that shit. A good way to like warm up in the firing range. Hey, watch that. Go play around with guns. So that way, even if you don't necessarily know what you like, you're still comfortable. You're warmed up. You're ready to get cooking. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the firing range, I've always said this, and I've said this on this episode this series multiple times, is the fire range is great. Like, I just found out the other day that if you take Rampart and you put up a Rampart wall and you take a Sentinel and then you charge it with a shield cell, you do a headshot, it does 212 damage. It's insane. Absolutely insane. But I did also figure out that if you wear a helmet and you headshot someone, the helmet actually reduces the damage to the head by 25%. So for example, if you do a shot that does 100 damage, right, with no helmet on, right, like on skin or on the body,
yes,
you shoot someone with that weapon, right, does 100 damage on the head, and if you put a purple helmet on them, you shoot him, it does 75 damage. I didn't know that. I didn't know that the helmet actually reduced the multiplier of the headshot.
Oh, that's why you always want the perp, dude.
Well, you always want a helmet to increase damage, but I didn't realize, mediocre gamer Joe, I didn't realize that it was a percentage based. I thought it was just more armor. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's something I learned. So I learned that I just learned that the other day in the fire range to go use a fire range. So just announced today, this morning, was a brand new Apex Legends edition for Bangalore. Bangalore got a new what?
Which I do think didn't we say one was coming?
We said what was coming, and I think we did say that it was going to be Bangalore soon, because we were like, of all the OG ones, she's one of the people who hasn't gotten it yet. Bangalore it is. Bangalore gets a brand new skin, a brand new G7 Scout skin, a new badge, and I think you get some Apex coins too if you end up buying the edition.
Yeah, I think there's a charm, maybe. I think
there's a charm. I don't remember. I looked
think it's
at
like 3 skins and a charm is what, and then some coins, I think.
Yes, that's true. And then also, just updated today in the Apex store, there's some reskins for a bunch of characters for Wraith, Loba, Horizon, Bloodhound, I believe are the 4. So go. You can also you can buy the legendary skin that you don't have for Apex coins, or you can unlock it, use the materials, and then you can also buy the reskin color, the recoloring, because it's just a different color. You can also buy the recoloring for Apex coins. You can also or buy it for the red tokens. What are the red tokens called?
Ooh, I think they're legend points or
legend points or some shit. I don't know. But that's in the store right now.
Yeah.
Joel, I didn't even ask you. What's your weapon of the week, Joel?
Oh my gosh, this is tough, man.
Yeah,
that's a very tough question for me right now, Mr. CowVan.
Do you want me to go first?
You know what? No.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Tell me.
I don't have a weapon of the week.
So whoa.
Because CowVan, my friends and CowVan, everyone follow me on TikTok, JoelCupcake. Clip coming later.
Okay.
I did the unthinkable this week.
Oh, you did?
My weapon of the week is Walter Fuse Fitzroy. I went into a pub game and we won that pub game. And all I did was use my fists, my knuckle clusters, and grenades.
I love that, dude.
I was like, no way that can be done. Especially not in a cross-plat lobby when I'm playing with 2 of my talented PC player friends.
Right.
And I'm on console still running 60 frames a second because I haven't upgraded my TV yet. Okay. I was like, no way. We fucking did it. In fact, I did it. I ran that load for like 3 hours, and every game except one, I got at least 2 to 4 kills a game without a weapon equipped.
That's awesome.
And that just shows me that more people should play Fuse, and he is underutilized right now.
Oh,
I know you've been a big fan lately. I know we've been talking about this off the show.
Mm-hmm.
So my weapon of the week is the fucking explosives, the ordnance master himself. You know, Walter Fuse Fitzroy.
I love that.
And also, real quick, you know, I Apex. One of the things I love about this game, CowVan, is the community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have a friend on Twitter I've recently befriended. Her name is Erica. Her Twitter handle is Erica_Doom. I literally refer to her as the Fuse Queen. She posts the most insane Fuse clips I've ever seen.
I love that.
If you're a Fuse player, find her on the interwebs. Check her out, please. But you know what, CowVan? What about you, my friend?
My weapon of the week.
Yes.
My weapon of the week. I have 2. I have 2 weapons of the week.
Okay.
My first weapon of the week is the golden RE45. Dude,
just marry me already, CowVan.
Dude, it's so good. Like, so okay. I've always loved the RE45. I've always loved it. It's always been a great gun. Like it's great.
We both have. This show, we stand the RE45.
We stand the RE45. It's a great gun. Like from close to like mid close range, can't beat it, dude. It shoots straight as fuck. Like at hip fire too. You don't even have to ADS it. You hip fire someone, you're gonna hit all your fucking bullets. It's insane. It's insane gun. And then make it gold so it auto reloads. You got a golden barrel on it, dude. Like, it's so good. It's so good. Then my second one, I just had it, but I forget what it was. My second one.
Well, while you're thinking about it, can I segue? And it's
okay. Yeah.
Again, back to the essence of community. We have mentioned our boy Kodiak's on the show before.
Yes, we have.
Cody sent me an interesting Reddit post, and that is that the RE45 is the only gun with max attachments that won't down someone in a full clip if they're wearing all purple gear.
Oh, interesting.
And my rebuttal to him, and those of you sitting there wondering, well, then why is Calvin choosing this gun? RE45 is the second most accurate hip fire weapon in the entire game, and it has the fastest reload time of any weapon of any category, period.
It's really fast.
I don't know if the boosted loader on the wingy is a little faster.
Oh, it's 100% faster.
But I'm not counting that because that's a hop up. Well, so without a hop up, the RE45 has the fastest reload. So if you are looking for a true support weapon or sidearm, like if you're one of those dudes that is just eternally cracked with a hemlock and you need to support, yes, it might be true the RE can't down someone with a purple shield. Also, maybe that means Calvin, our prayers are going to be answered, and hopefully it's getting a little bufferoonie soon. Because even the beak can down someone if you hit all fucking
6,
whatever 6 times 3 is. Math that for me real quick, college boy.
Oh, 6 times. Whoa, shit. 6 times 3, 18. Wow.
Yeah. So if you hit all 18 bullets on them, they'll go down.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel really stupid that I couldn't do that off the top of my head, but that's okay.
Well, you know what? Okay. In my head, I was doing the damage, which is 45 damage. And so that's what 270 damage total.
Yeah,
if you hit everything. So anyway, So my second weapon of the week, and we talked about it briefly last time, is the Rampage. The Rampage, even without the thermite boost, the Rampage is so good. It's so good. Oh my god, dude. Like it gets what, like 38, 39 rounds with the purple mag or something like that.
Oh no, it's like 42, I think.
I don't remember. Yeah, I think it is 42.
I think it's 42.
Dude, you put a 3 times or a 2-4 on that bitch. Game over, dude. It rips. And I'm not the only one thinking this, because every game that I'm in, people are using Rampage till final circle. Yep. It's such a good gun.
And you know what? God. If you guys watched, as our listeners / viewers, if you're watching on YouTube, if you are, I'm really sorry for the spectacle today. If you watched last week.
Hold on. For those of you who don't watch the YouTube video, JoelCupcake here is wearing leopard print Pit Viper sunglasses and no t-shirt. So it's like...
It's a hot day today.
He's on the party yacht.
Dude, call me Mirage, dude.
He's on the party yacht.
Last week we talked, there's a lot of hate on the Rampage. And to quote my good friend, Mr. CowVan over here, if you don't like the Rampage, you're just stupid, you know? And, you don't want to take our word. That's fine. Fuck me. Fuck Calvin. That's fine. You don't want to take our word. Okay. Calvin and I don't agree on a lot of streamers, because sometimes I'll find somebody sick, but Calvin's like, they're too toxic, or Calvin finds someone that's a sweaty streamer and I'm like, oh, they're like a little too, they're not a team player enough for me, or I don't like their strat or their call, whatever, But there's a couple streamers Calvin and I do agree on. One is obviously the homegirl Lulu Lovely. We don't even need to talk about her. The second is It's Timmy. Genuine, hilarious, highly skilled, very sweaty. But dude, when he's in a game and he gets paired with rando teammates that suck, he helps. He communicates. He's a good ass dude. Go look him up. He just posted, I think it was yesterday, Calvin, or maybe the day before. Timmy posted a clip on Twitter, and it's just, this is how you use the Rampage. And I know it was directed at all the people crying. Yeah. And he's fighting a team, and they're towards the end of their circle, the later rings, so it's really minimizing. And he's chasing somebody, and they shut the door on his face, and he goes, This is how you do it. Just watch. He loads the thermite in the rampage. He shoots the door open, downs the person behind the door, turns and wipes the whole dude's whole team with one clip of the thermite charge rampage. One clip.
Yes.
Now, granted, Timmy is not a mediocre gamer. He's highly skilled. He's extremely accurate. But at the end of the day, that still is properly displaying the true magnitude and power behind the rampage.
Because one thing that I've always hated is because I'm a semi-Aggie player. One thing I've always hated is when I'm pushing somebody and they hide behind a fucking door and there's nothing I can do about it. You know, unless I have like a thermite or an arc star or something, you know what I mean? Or unless I want to kick the door because I'm confident I'm going to do more damage to them than they will in that brief window when I don't have my gun out after I break the door down. But the rampage just eliminates that, dude. And that's why I like Rampart, because Sheila breaks doors. That's why I like Fuse, because Knuckle Clusters breaks doors. And that's now why I like the Rampage, because the Rampage with the thermite breaks doors. No more hiding. No more ratting in a room. Like, it's great, dude. It's such a good gun. Speaking of Timmy, for those of you who are outside the loop, Timmy yesterday completed a 54.5-hour stream where he solo queued from bronze to predator.
Yeah, he ended at like pred number like 610 or something. He wasn't even like bottom 50, right?
It was insane.
Yeah, like wild. So shouts to that dude. He got like 1,700 subs through that whole thing too.
Yeah, an insane amount of subs. An insane amount of subs. Like, I think way more than 1,700. Like, it was insane. He had 100,000 viewers.
Maybe that was just his gifted, and then he obviously had normal subs too coming in.
Right. Yeah. No. He had 100,000 viewers at one point, dude. Like, insane, dude. So kudos to him. I know we don't usually promote sweaty streamers on this game, but hey, man, he did it. So kudos to him.
You know, on CowVan, you know, I feel like, you know, we're having a lot of fun this episode. I like it. We're just kind of shooting the shit. You know, I hope our listeners are liking it. But, you know, on to some important stuff real quick. There was a midweek patch last week. We did not talk about this. Just real quick, there was just some like balancing issues with Seer, as far as like little like bug fixes with his abilities. I hadn't seen any of them. They're on the site if you want to read about them. The only like main other thing that they really changed was they reduced the speed while ADSing with the L-Star. I haven't noticed a difference. That gun is still destroying everyone.
Yes.
Oh, you're muted all of a sudden.
I'm not muted. You're muted.
No,
I'm good.
I still got nothing, sir.
I can see myself talking.
Hold on, Calvin. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Joel's got issues over here, everybody. I'll continue talking.
You're nothing, Calvin. You're muted.
I'm going to continue talking. Hello. Okay.
Nothing.
So, this is hilarious.
Calvin, I seriously, I'm not lying. I cannot hear you.
You can't hear.
No, I cannot hear you.
The host has unmuted your mic. How weird.
I'm even messing with my audio knob.
Hello. I can see myself talking.
Nothing, dude.
I can see myself talking. I can see myself talking.
Yeah, I mean, I see you talking too, Calvin. You know.
No, I mean, on my
maybe it's my output. I don't know. Maybe hold on. I've been having some subpar technological issues lately. Give me a second. Check. Calvin, you there?
I'm here. Hello.
Oh, yep. It might have been on my end.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, you sound great. Sound lovely, full, satisfied.
That's so funny.
I think my I have like because I'm on a laptop, so my USB splitter, I think it's just getting a little shot. You know.
Oh, funny.
I've had it for a year and a half. Could be the problem. I'm really sorry about that. Everyone interrupted the show. We fucked up our flow. Dear God, what was I even talking about, Calvin?
So I have a question.
Oh, the L-Star.
I have a question.
What's up?
Because what I think I can do, because how do you upload this to the podcast site?
I just upload
directly
the file. Yeah.
Okay. Because what I think we can do is you can download this, and then
you can cut it.
I can cut it.
Okay. Well, I was talking about the L-Star, right?
Yeah, you were saying they reduced.
So they reduced. Okay, I got it. You ready?
Yeah.
So on the L-Star, they reduced the ADS speed. I haven't noticed a difference. Have you?
I haven't noticed it. No, not at all.
Yeah. So they did that. They dropped
the Prowler damage.
The Prowler damage by 1.
By 1 point from 19 to 18.
Negligible.
Negligible.
Like, gun. I mean, in arenas, I guess I noticed it. That's the only time I notice it. Is like when I feel like that last clip should kill somebody. Although ironically, it's only the Seers that aren't dying in arenas for me. Like everything else, I can kill in the normal amount of bullets. There's something about Seer where like I'm missing, you know.
Seer's the strange one.
Yeah, so there were some bugs with his abilities that got fixed. Like I said, there was a script error. Sometimes when Watson's ult was consuming Fuse's ult, there was a map hole near Climatizer apparently, and then the Prowler and the L-Star were made more expensive in arenas, which obviously I support. Right. But that was really it. There was actually the Bang Edition came out today. Maybe they're going to hot fix us later in the week, Calvin. But they were supposed to reduce. They're supposed to like do a rework of Seer a little bit. Like they were definitely saying like the tactical's flash is going away, and he is. They are saying like they're comfortable where he is, but he is a little overpowered, so that they're going to adjust that. Personally, I hope either his ultimate takes way longer because he gets that thing like he's like the second or third quickest now.
Yeah.
Like so it's either, and I do think like I know this is kind of a split issue with the internet and everyone I talk to. I don't think his tactical ability should do damage because
I agree.
You can't miss with it because you have the heartbeat unless they implement something where like we get this passive buff where like Gibby's shield and Watson's ult, and like if they're in gas, you can't see them through the walls, which would be a really weird physics and would make no sense. But like, you know, like unless they do a way to block the heartbeat, like the Q or the tactical or the bumper, but whatever you want to call it, the ability should not mess with anything. Like,
I 100% agree. And the only reason why it messes with something is because it does damage, and taking damage changes your animations for whatever you're doing at the time. I think if they got rid of that feature, the damage feature of it, most people will stop complaining about it.
And the flash. And the flash.
And the flash. The damage in the flash. You know what's funny is it was even a big deterrent for Timmy's Predator. It's Timmy's Predator climb. He was 1 kill away from Masters 1 into Predator in one game, and he had no health. He ran away, went to go heal, got hit with Seer's Blast, and died. And it's because they interrupted his healing. And so then he had to play another game, and it happened to him multiple times during his gaming session. Like it's insane because last time he did bronze to masters in like 30 something hours, right? And he did it fast, and it looked fairly easy. How quickly he did it, and then it took him 54 hours. It took him an additional day to get through Masters, and it's because of Seer's interference. So Seer is actually curbing all the good players. It's curbing not just the peons, not just the mediocres like us.
Yeah,
it's the top players are actually getting hurt by it. That's how strong Seer is, and so. Yeah, if it's something that's affecting the entire player base, it's something that needs to be changed.
Yeah, no. I agree. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm good. I'm looking at our notes, and like we got some cool stuff to bring up. I just want to jump on back, like to the Call of Duty thing, Calvin.
Yeah.
I actually, that segment, I feel like everyone talks about it being a negative thing, like, and for the most part, I get the frustrations with the player base being here, but you know what? I think overall, it's a good thing that they're here. Like, dude, Nick Merck's coming to the game. Like, dude, Apex has been the number 1 searched game 2 weeks in a row on Twitch because people are seeing what it's about.
Yep.
Because why is Nick Merck's? Wow. Why is Nick Merckx and Tim the Tap Man not playing Warzone? What has pulled them away?
Right.
So I think that's a great thing. The numbers are up. I mean, like, dude, Timmy breaking 100,000 views, that doesn't happen for our game a lot. It
doesn't. It really doesn't.
And so it's all building up, and like, you know, again, hopefully, like, that's what gets us to the point where, like, we get, you know, they get better servers on that side, or maybe they do start addressing some more of these quality of life fixes instead of, like, you know, because they've already admitted they have such a small team. That's why the reskins, you know, we'll get 20 reskins or 10 reskins for every one new skin, right? Because of the resources allocated internally at Respawn, you know,
right?
So like, maybe this constant growth, if anything, can just help that, you know. So as much as it sucks to deal with them in game, the game growing, I don't think that's something you and I will ever complain about.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think probably the reason why the game is in the state that it is in right now, when in regards to like server connectivity issues in the game, is because the game wasn't the most popular BR. It could be, I mean, you know, PUBG was the most popular BR for like 5 years straight on Twitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was the most played game on Steam for like 5 years or some shit, you know? Call of Duty Warzone has a huge following. Fortnite was the most popular game in the world. You know what I mean? Like, it had tough competitors, and you throw a free game out that has a strong learning curve. It's not as easy as the other ones. Not to say that building is easy, because building's fucking hard. I can't do it. But it's not as user friendly as all the other games. To get these numbers that it's doing right now, you know, like it's probably the reason why we're in the state right now. And so I'm glad that more people are coming. We're getting more attention to our game, and hopefully it pays off.
Yeah, well, you know what? One of the things on my notes here that I want to talk about this week is, like, I'm seeing a hot topic of, like, online games I'm playing with friends, everything. Like, a lot of people are reporting huge FPS or frame rate drop when they get into an engagement. I don't know if that is a crossplay thing. I don't know if it's because of the sheer number of players playing the game now. Who knows what it is, but it is the hot topic of, like, quality of life that people want fixed right now. And so these people being around might be causing that a little bit, but hopefully their presence also provides us with the fix. You know what I mean? You know, Calvin, I want to do something cool. You know, we used to do like tips and tricks before we did our weapon of the week. You know what I mean? I figured out a few things lately. You know, Apex is a team game. Apex is also a strategy game. And, you know, I think there's a few things we could share with a few of our listeners.
Oh, yeah, I agree. We definitely have a lot of tips and tricks. And I think that's something that I want to be a continuing segment. And I would love it if you're listening to this right now to send us some tips and tricks that you have. Because I only know what I know. You know, Joel only knows what Joel knows. We don't know what you know. Maybe you know something that we don't know. Like, for example, the tip that Muffin told you.
Yeah, our friend, the Banhammer. We're playing with him the other night, right? We run up to a replicator. I think he was running like a heavy weapon and shotgun, right? You know, I'm the only psychopath that carries more than 2 bricks of shotgun ammo. You know, I'm the only one. I know that. I'm completely aware. You know, so he comes over, he runs to the crafter, and he goes, all of us were using heavy, like the entire team, right? And we call him Muffin. His name in the game is the Banhammer. Maybe you have murdered him or been murdered by him at some point in time. Who knows? Yeah. I hope it's the you know, the former. Yeah. Not the latter. I hope you killed him.
Yeah.
You know, he dropped his shotgun and pings it for me and our other buddy and goes, "Don't touch this." And we go, "Okay, whatever, no worries. Like, we won't take your attachments. We're not dickheads." And I'm like, "What are you doing?" Goes up to the crafter and he goes, "There's heavy on the crafter for everybody." So if you only have one gun, one weapon, okay. If you only have one weapon and you craft the ammo, you only get the bigger stack for the gun you need. You have equipped, and because you only have one gun equipped, it's only 5 resources instead of 10. So instead of spending 10 and getting a brick of ammo you don't need, you drop the gun temporarily and just build all the ammo you need, and it costs less.
It's so awesome. I had no idea you can do that.
Same.
That's so cool.
You know,
I mean, the problem is you have to drop a gun to do it. But I mean, you're not going to replicate in the middle of a fight anyway. You know, where you're gonna need like both your guns at the same time. So no, that's such a solid tip. And so like, just like things like that. Like if you got tips, let us know. Send it to us.
Do you have a solid tip, Calvin? Because I have one. I'm gonna throw in at the end of the right now.
I have no tips. What's your second tip?
My tip is more people. The caustic mains are back. I don't even need to tell you guys that I'm a caustic main. If you haven't figured that out from the show,
yeah,
I got nothing for you. A lot of people, this is kind of two tips in one. You know, when you see a crypto drone coming at you, a lot of PC players have gotten in the habit of they throw their armor off real quick.
Correct.
So the EMP doesn't destroy their armor. The other thing I've been telling my team to do, if you're in a room and you have a caustic and you see the EMP drone coming, shoot all the caustic mines in the room. Because you know, as soon as you get EMP, they're going to push. If a caustic mine hasn't been activated, like isn't releasing the gas, it will get taken away or destroyed by the crypto EMP. But if it's active, so if the gas is spitting out of it, the EMP will not clear them. It will not wipe the mines. So it gives you, you know, if you're with a caustic and he's presumably smart or at least tactically aware, like the doors will be blocked or have gas near them, and then you can kind of use line of sight to heal where the gas covers them pushing through the door.
Reassess. You can reassess.
Yeah.
Solid tip.
Yeah. Great tip. This isn't even a tip, Calvin. This is something I think we might have talked about this off the show. Like, this is the last thing I wanted to bring up. I saw a fucking clip of the most big brain insane thing I've ever seen in Apex in the 2+ years it's been out.
What is it?
Someone there was a clip. They were fighting a thermal station. It was late rain game. Dude was like, one of their teammates was full dead. They're getting arc start, right? This guy takes he's hiding in the bin. You know, you can kind of like crouch and crawl in the bins. He crawls in the bin. The arc star, someone throws an arc star right at his feet. He jumps out of the bin and he looks at the arc star. He takes his red armor off, so it's between him and the arc star. The armor full absorbs the damage and the explosion, and he puts the armor back on, and the armor is not reduced. It's still at full.
Wow.
It's like some sort of like blocking,
like
deadweight physics, dude. I watched the clip like 4 times. That's
amazing.
I was mind blown, Calvin.
I just know that the next time that happens to me, I'm gonna fuck it up and just get killed.
That's why I haven't. Everyone's always like, drop your armor when the crypto's coming. I'm like, dude, with my luck, I'll drop the armor, then I'll go to put it on, and I'll pick up the gun I don't need. And then or I'll pick up my mine that I'm trying to use to defend with, and then just get wrecked.
Just get wrecked. I can't. No, I'm not. I can't do none of that crap.
Oh my God. I mean, well, Calvin, what about you? You want anything you want to cap our listeners off with, my good friend?
I have nothing, man. I have nothing. All I want to say is thank you for listening to episode 21 of Pex Pals. Don't forget to check us out wherever you get your podcasts. Go ahead and leave a review. Give us a rating, 5 stars. I mean, sure, right? Why not? Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Instagram, Pex Pals Podcast. Check us out on TikTok, Pex Pals. Check me out, CowVan on Twitch, CowVan Man on Twitter, CowVan on TikTok. Check out JoelCupcake everywhere. Email us
everywhere. Literally.
Email us at pexpalspodcast@gmail.com. Joseph Cupcake. When in doubt, rat it out. I'm CowVan.
I'm JoelCupcake.
We'll see you later.
This has been another wonderful episode of Pex Pals, one of my wonderful co-hosts.
Bye.
CowVan del Manuel. Bye.